Hello and happy Sunday to you. I'm Alicia Malone, and we're shifting from the dark corners of Noir Alley on TCM to something bright, happy, and fun with our first film this afternoon. It's a comedy starring one of the biggest entertainers of the day, Jack Benny. Better still, his co-star is the always wonderful Ann Sheridan. From Warner Brothers in 1942, it's George Washington Slept Here. At the time he made this film, Jack Benny was one of the most popular stars in the country. He appeared in movies, but his fame was primarily due to his long-running radio show, The Jack Benny Program. In comedy, timing is everything, and Benny was a master. He practically invented the pregnant pause, and listeners faithfully tuned in each week to hear his self-deprecating humor and his ongoing gags about being a miser. In 1942, Warner Brothers signed Benny to a contract, and ours was the first film he chose to make for the studio. It's based on a play by George S. Kaufman and Moss Hart, with Jack Benny and Ann Sheridan as a married couple who leave their city home for a fixer-upper in the country. But as always in movie comedies, especially those about house renovations, things never go as planned. On stage, the character of the wife was written for laughs, with the husband playing it straight. But with Benny in the lead, the roles were switched, although Sheridan is still charming and fun as usual. The supporting players include Hattie McDaniel, Charles Coburn, and Percy Kilbride. Kilbride had been in the stage version and received rave reviews for his hilarious performance. Yet because of that, Warner Brothers initially didn't want him in the film, thinking he'd steal some laughs away from Jack Benny. But Benny insisted. He knew that comedy can be a team effort, with everyone doing their part to further the fun, and as you will see, the more is definitely the merrier. And how exactly is George Washington involved? Well, you have to watch the film to find out. From 1942, directed by William Keighley, George Washington Slept Here. Warner Brothers was a studio known for its gritty dramas and gangster films, but George Washington Slept Here was one of the many comedies the studio made in the early 1940s. World War II was well underway, and movie audiences were looking for any reason to laugh and escape the seriousness of the world. Warner Brothers delivered with movies like this, along with The Man Who Came to Dinner and Arsenic and Old Lace, based on hit plays of the era. The star of our film, Jack Benny, was extremely dedicated to the war effort. He often took his show on the road to entertain the troops with the USO. And he could also be counted on to help sell war bonds in cities across the country. Everywhere he went, he was sure to visit the wounded troops in the hospital to help boost their spirits. We have more fun coming up. This time, it's an MGM musical in Technicolor starring Jane Powell and Ricardo Montalban.
Next on TCM, 2 Weeks with Love. Then, The Prince and the Showgirl. And later, Splendor in the Grass. TCM takes the long way home today.